Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And this morning, Santa Papa John's this afternoon, I am having a conversation with Santa Papa John, who's a Canadian living in Minnesota. Good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon, young lady. I hope the day is bringing you lots of cheers and happiness.
It is, yes, it's our evening now, but yes, it's been not too bad a day for me. And has it been a good one for you?
I've had some wonderful meetings already, and it is that time of the year where I'm getting between 3 and 6 emails a day going, "Are you available? Can you come to my business or my house and see my children?"
Yes. Well, it is getting near to a very busy time. I realise that, and I'm very glad that you've been able to take time out of your busy schedule, Santa, to come and have a chat with me today. So I will head on into the question that I ask everybody, and that is, what is it you do when you're not working? What do you enjoy doing?
Oh, well, what I like doing is spending time with my wife. When I'm working, I'm downstairs, which is totally different from when I was truck driving because I've got 3 million miles under my belt in a
Wow.
big truck. And, for you UKers, you Brits, that's the truck with 18 sets or 18 wheels. And I did that for most of my life. I did that. Now I'm
Hmm.
doing this full time and I'm loving life because I get to go downstairs, get on the computer, and when she gets mad at me, she says, "Go to your office." So I go downstairs. But the awesome part about it is I get to go upstairs and enjoy a warm dinner, and I get to climb in my own bed. And when I decide to shut the computer off and I've had a interesting day or not an interesting day, and I want to say I've had enough, I get to go spend time with my wife, which is amazing because we forget to do that every now and then. We get so wrapped up in our work and
Mm.
this, that, and everything else. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
you
you've
lose
never
vision,
talked.
don't you? Yeah.
There has to be a happy balance, and
Yeah.
all the conversations that I've had with you. I don't know if you have a significant other right now, and that's okay if you haven't, because I enjoy spending time with mine, and she's the one that converted me into Santa.
Well, I thank her for that. Yeah, thank
And
us all
we met
for that.
online. I'll
Yeah,
tell you the brief story. We met online, and I showed up with this. I sent her a picture originally without that, and
yeah.
we started conversing online. And then I showed up, and she said, "Oh, hello, Santa." And I went, "Sorry, wrong fella. I don't like Christmas." She says, "Everybody loves Christmas." I says, "Nope, you got the wrong fella." And she goes, "Is there a story?" And I says, "We don't have time for it." So anyway, she said, as we progressed on, she says, "Do me a favor. Here's a handful of candy cane. The next time you're walking through a big store and you hear some kids squawking, go talk to them." I'm going, yeah. Typical male response would be, "Here, little girl, you want some candy?" I said, "I'm going to go to freaking jail." And of course, she kicked me in the shin. And of course, we laughed and giggled. And we still do a lot of that, folks. It's absolutely wonderful. So I happened to be walking through a big box store one time and I hear some kids squawking. And I went, "Well, I guess today is the day I find out." While I was wearing a big black winter coat, black pants, black tennis shoes, there was no red, no white on me at all. It was the only thing that was white was this. So I walked around the corner and there's three little kids squawking in the golf in the grocery cart going, "Wah, wah, wah, wah. Mom, I don't want to be here. I'm blah blah. I want to go this and I want." I said, "Hello, children. Are we not having a good day?" And I shut up. Well, they looked at me, they looked at mom, they looked at me, their eyeballs went about this big, and they went, "Santa, what are you doing here?" And I went, "I'm hearing some children wanting to be put on the naughty list." Well, The eyeballs went from about this big to about this big, and they looked at mom and they looked at me and they said, "No." I said, "Well, is not are you not is mom not shopping here for you guys?" Of course she is. I says, "Well, are you not supposed to behave a little bit better?" So I end up talking to a few minutes and then asked mom. Of course, you got to ask mom if they can have a candy cane. And of course, she said yes. And I handed them and I said, "Now you got to promise me that you're going to start behaving a little better because Santa might walk around the corner tomorrow or next week." "Okay, we promise, we promise, we promise." And I talked to them a few minutes more, and they had smiles on their face and giggled and laughter. And I said, "Okay, children, I've got to leave now. I've got to go talk to some more children." And I proceeded to walk around the corner. Well, mom come running after me, and she said, "Santa, thank you, thank you. I think you just made shopping very enjoyable for the rest of the week." And Carolyn, I have not looked back since. And we were just talking about in a previous meeting about a superpower. And I said, I think I've been gifted my superpower in this and the ability to make people smile and giggle and laugh because we all know it's a pretty ugly world out there and there's a lot of people that don't even have a reason to smile. And I can usually have a conversation with most people and make them giggle and laugh and smile by the end of the
Mm,
conversation.
mm.
We need to do we need to have more of that in the world.
We do. Yes, we do. But you obviously enjoy that element, whether you the way you put it over, whether you say you don't enjoy it or not, but you clearly do. And yes, I think it's a great accolade to be able to do that. I think that Santa name has some sort of power over people, doesn't it? Well,
The
especially children.
reality of it is, in simple terms, it's changed my life and changed my world
Mm.
because now I get to talk to people all over the world of all ages, and there is no age limit to believing. And yes, my wife makes these amazing shirts for me of multi different colors and festive seasons, so there's no disguising who I am. So when I'm walking through stores or wherever, I don't only just get children pointing at me going, "Is he or isn't he?" I get adults and I get seniors, talking and pointing to me and stopping me mid stride going, "Are you really him?" And then the big smile on their face.
Yes, that which is all important, isn't it? So you mentioned before you became the character and what you do now. Tell me a little bit more about your trucking days.
Well, I've been a truck driver all my life and gathered up a few miles under my belt, almost 3 million miles. For you other UKs that don't understand the miles, that would be 5 million kilometers. And I've seen a lot of the US, originally from Canada. So I think I've been in uh, 7 provinces from Montreal all the way to Victoria. And in the States, I think I've been in 40 states. I've been
Oh,
up and down
wow.
the mountains and I've been coast to coast,
Hmm.
except the New York upper East Coast. I've been to the Carolinas. I
Yeah.
said, "Don't even think of sending me to the Northeast or that." I said, "I don't want anything part of that."
Mm,
So I've seen many things in this amazing country that we live in, and amazing a lot of amazing things in Canada as well.
mm, mm. And too, traveling that amount of miles, you're bound to see obviously different states. And is there a noticeable change in each state?
The simple answer is absolutely yes, unless you're in Nebraska or Oklahoma where you can
Mm,
drive, you know, five or 600 miles, and hey, it's another wheat field. Yeah, prairies. It's another cornfield. It's another wheat field, and
Oh,
you can go for miles and miles and miles, and oh wait,
yeah.
look, another wheat field. You know how exciting!
What a surprise.
Yes. Oh wait, a corner. Oh wait, those don't
Yeah,
happen very much
yes.
either. Yes.
Yes. No, it's
But
it's
yes,
um
driving through the mountain areas and the
that must be a challenge.
it can be a challenge, but let me tell you, the scenery is absolutely
Mm,
breathtaking. And if you've never seen the Rocky Mountains in North America, it's definitely worth a trip and worth some time spending because the scenery can take your breath away.
mm,
I'll tell you one little. I was south of Denver, and I had to go to this little town to make a delivery. And I'm driving down this little 2-lane road, and all of a sudden I look over to my left, and they're called pronghorn. It's like a little antelope. Okay, there happened to be about 5,000 in this field, and I had never seen that many in my life.
wow.
And I thought, man, that farmer's got quite the farm if he's raising all these antelope. And I get down to the little town, and he says, "Oh, you seen, that's the winter grazing of the antelope before they move to higher ground or lower ground, whichever they were going." But it
Hmm.
was a sight that I have. It
Wow.
was totally unbelievable, and it was
Yeah.
amazing to see.
I mean that quantity is quite considerable, isn't it?
Oh yes, absolutely, yes.
And what sort of haulage did you do? Various things
Yep. A little
or
bit of everything from,
Mhm.
you know, Polaris snowmobiles to John Deere tractors to empty big tanks to a lot of many
Mm,
different things. And the
mm.
old proverbial, it's true whether it's in North America or the UK. If you buy it and you use it in your house, it's moved by truck.
Yes. Yeah. Lots
Yeah.
of things are, aren't there? I mean, our roads are actually full of trucks, and our main arterial road here from London, the A12, it goes from London out to a place called Felixstowe, where is a main port where all the cargo goes before it's
Yeah.
loaded onto the cargo ships, and when it comes in to the country, they're there then to unload and take it to wherever it's got to go. But we do also have trains that carry the containers too.
Here they're allowed to be 2 miles long,
What, the trains?
the trains.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh. How do you control a train that's 2 miles long? Wow.
Well, if you're waiting at the crossing while the train's going by, you might have a little bit of a wait ahead of you.
Yeah. Get a picnic out.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've had a go at driving a truck. Not very far, I have to say. It was a box lorry, yes, a 7.5 tonner, but not a big one with the big axles.
Right.
But I'd like to race one. The front, the front end,
My
the
understanding
engine
is yes,
cab.
in the UK and Europe, they have all kinds of truck racing, and
Yep.
I've seen some amazing videos, and it's like, wow, that would be rather interesting.
Yeah. There, I didn't go. We had one this weekend down at our local, down in Kent, the local racetrack, and yeah, you sort of see them. I had a look at them on Facebook, and but of course they've all got water-cooled brakes, so you see the steam coming off the brakes. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's quite something to see them.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But yes, quite
So,
a so it's quite a I can't think of the word, but it's a lonely life being a trucker.
It can be if you don't have a good phone, and in North
Mm,
America you have to wear a headset, which helps a lot.
mm,
But people would wonder, why am I on my phone like 14 hours a day? Well, it's better than looking at the scenery and listening to music sometimes. And
yeah.
I mean, there was certain shows that I would get into listening to, but if there was a sports that I wanted to listen to, I could listen to that because I had
Mm,
satellite radio, so it didn't matter where I go. I would have a radio station available to listen to. But the phone call, the art of conversation,
mm,
and yeah, you said it, lonely. Yeah, it can be a very lonely profession,
yeah.
and demanding, sort of, because
Mm,
you're technically your own boss, but you got to go 1,000 miles and be at an appointment for 8 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
You got to figure out your planning and your scheduling, and figure out how to make it there. And some
Mm.
people get it and some people don't.
Yes. I mean, yes, we're all suited to certain jobs, aren't we? At the end of the day. But I would have thought that, yes, great to have a conversation with somebody, but also the sort of concentration levels that one has to be with all the, should I say, or maybe I shouldn't say, all the other idiots on the road. You have to be
Many, many times,
aware of
unless you're
them.
going through Nebraska and go, oh, car, oh, car.
Yes, yes. No, it is an interesting life. I've known one or two people that drive trucks, and I in a few years ago I drove a box lorry once a week, which was great
Have
fun.
you
And
had
that, it
the excitement of driving through the tunnel?
well, I've not done that.
You haven't done that yet?
No.
I thought that would be rather interesting because, the tunnel has got to be 25 or 30 miles long,
Yes, they
because I
they
think
go on a they're put on a you go on a train through under the English Channel.
oh, you don't actually drive?
No,
Oh, I
no, it's
thought
a
you could
it's a
actually
train. So
drive
it's
it.
it's yeah, you go. I don't know whether any trucks do. I mean, I think probably the trucks go on the ferries, but certainly the cars go on a train, and they go from I can't remember. I think it's Folkestone across, and they come out the other side.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I did not realize that. I thought the actual cars were driving through the
No,
through the tunnel.
no, there you go. It's a school day today.
It's a school day, absolutely. And Carolyn, we've done this many times. You and I, we've had very interesting conversations, and I'm very thankful for our wonderful friendship. And that's the cool thing about networking and
Yeah.
having technology like this, because I've developed some friendships all around the world, and it's like we're
Mm.
sitting across the table having a cup of tea.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
And you said the schooling. If you don't go into a networking meeting or a conversation like this with an open brain, you could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Hurting your ability to understand the full conversation that you're actually having.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. But it's great to be able to have conversations with people all around the globe, and you glean something from every conversation that you have.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah. But John, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today, taking time out of and actually I should have said Santa, taking time out of your busy schedule at this time of year, because your calendar must be really rammed.
Well,
So,
it is starting to get filled, and I get emails every day and phone calls every day going, "Are you available to come, point A, point B, or point C?" And we have not said it. It's 49 days till Christmas.
yeah, I know. I was waiting for that. But thank you so much for your time today,
Well,
John,
thank you
and
for
it's
having
been a
a
pleasure.
wonderful conversation.
Thank you so
And I
much.
look forward to having the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. We must do it again soon.
We must, yes.
Thank you.
Everybody out there, have a wonderful day.